Okay, good. Kurt and Pascal, Swiss 2. Where are you?
We are on the way back to Poland, maybe 200 kilometers from the landing point.
From everybody here in Turin and everybody watching around the world, massive congratulations. Incredible results.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah,
it was also for us unbelievable. At the end, it worked.
The atmosphere here, everybody watching online, the comments were flying through. It really was live to the world as you were making your way towards France too.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people at the beginning, or some people didn't realize how long that can last. I had on Sunday evening, I had a remark from a colleague, oh, well, what a pity, you were not in good luck. All the others went to the Ukraine border, so I'm sorry for you. And then I wrote him back, well, we just started yet, so watch out, the race will go on for a few days.
Tell me a bit about the strategy, waiting in Poland. How was that psychologically, the frustration of staying in one place? It takes a lot of trust.
At the beginning, it was not clear that it will work, what we have done. So we tried and we thought, oh, when we go higher, it's quick and short flight. Maybe this will be the winner. But we don't like short flights, so we try to fly longer, and maybe it works, maybe not. And more and more the race goes on, we saw the frontal system moved a little bit to the south and decreased. So yeah, it was good to see it comes step by step.
And we had actually a little bit like we had many phases, but actually two main phases in the strategy. The first part was really getting around that weather system. And for that, we have really, I would say one of the best or the best meteo man in the field of ballooning with Daniel Gersgrasser. And he really was intensively analyzing the weather, how we really could go around without even getting wet. I mean, we never had any rain, not a bit. So our envelope stayed all the time dry, and also we as a pilot. So the first phase was really the weather part. And the second part was then really how to move the farthest point to the farthest point in France. And so it was really not just one straight line of strategy. It was really coming together from the team we have back in the headquarters. So the strategies with Roman Hugi and Gianmarco and Corinne, they really did a fabulous job in the second phase, because they then had to recalculate and see how we are moving and how fast. And he stopped us always in saying, well, just brake, slow down. We need that slowdown. You're too fast. So
but that was challenging. Look, the others, they go. We want also go, but yeah.
Really incredible stuff. We spoke to Gianmarco and the team a few times throughout the race, and it is the team, the symbiotic nature of the team and being able to work together. It must have its moments of absolute joy, of course, but it must have its moments of tension where, I don't know, we as an athlete, we're kind of alpha. We want to be doing what we want to do, and when somebody else is saying do something else, it must get tense at times.
Well, it's a lot of trust also, in the team. And as I said, Roman Hugi is itself, he's competition flying in hot air ballooning and also gas ballooning. So we have a lot of trust in the team. Everybody brings in his competence, his knowledge. And I think that makes at the end the success that we believe in every strength of our people in the team. It's like in real life. I mean, you can win one race, but you cannot win a complete series of races without a great team. And I think for Gordon Bennett, this is even true at the beginning. You cannot win a Gordon Bennett just because you are the best pilot in the world. You have to have the best team in the world.
Yes. Yes.
You sit in the basket and you have not so much information. You can think a little bit and say, okay, this way. But at home, they have all information. They can tell you what is possible, and then we have to decide what we want to do.
Airspace, I mean, especially airspaces also.
Right.
How you can master airspaces today without the back office, because it's so complex. You have so many military, civil aviation, there are restricted area, there are forbidden, prohibited areas. That's really challenging, just flying out of the basket with the information you have up there. I mean, would not go anymore.
Yeah. A great post from Eric Deselius from French 2, really sportive. He said, "This is sport." He put this on Facebook. This is sport. Have you spoke to Eric and Benoit at all?
Not yet. We have seen them from flying over them or almost over them. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a great picture. There's a photograph of Eric looking up, and you can see him passing over. When did you know, guys? When did you feel confident? How long before your landing did you know? Did you feel it was yours?
At the end of the night, we thought when France 2 will go to the coast, then we decide to land because of safety, because of midday, it's not possible to land safe on the coast. But then they have to land earlier because of the sand ballast. So then we know, okay, now it's possible, 10, 11 o'clock, that's possible to land also with the guests, windy guests. So then we thought, okay, now we can go for the first place.
Yeah. It was quite amazing, the interview we did with you in the studio before you left. We were talking about the designations of Swiss 1, Swiss 2, and you said, I've been Swiss 1, and I want to be Swiss 1 again. And
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was the first
goal to reach. Yeah,
over Strasbourg, we had the Swiss 1 back. Yeah.
What about with?
It was also sad to see Swiss 1 landing because of the problem with the gas. So it was, oh no, why they have to land? First, we thought maybe there is a problem with ATC because 2 balloons landed nearly to France, and we
were afraid
to our team home. Please check if there is any problem in France.
Have you had any contact with Nicholas with Swiss 1 yet? With Nicholas? Yes.
Yeah, they had some issues with losing gas in the air, or somehow they heard also that they are having some like a leak. So they decided to go down because they used also quite some ballast, I guess. Yeah. So they had to decide for a secure landing, as long as they still have enough ballast to slow down on the ground.
And you had a lot of sand and a lot of water left.
Yes, 9 bags, 90 kilo sand, and 10 liter of water, and some other things throughout.
Yeah, 100 kilogram. We still have left. Yeah.
At the evening, a day before landing over France, we thought maybe we can go lower and wait a little bit, maybe to pick up the world record of the duration, but it was too speedy, too much wind on the ground, not possible to fly another day. For us with the sand, it would be possible, but the wind was too strong.
Really, really fascinating stuff. How was the landing, by the way?
Really calm. And the beginning of the morning, we went down to pick up some speed, and then it was unstable. The balloon went up and down all the time, but on the ground there were a cool layer, and the balloon goes not into this cool layer, and went up and down, but not to the ground. So we could fly with not needing so much ballast.
And it was quite fast. It was around 50 kilometers.
Yes.
55 kilometers in the early morning. So, and that slowed down until the landing to 35. 30,
25 was
and
the
then,
landing. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So that was quite interesting. You know that in the early morning when France 2 landed, they had much higher winds, much faster winds, so like a low-level jet. And we landed actually almost in the perfect timing. And when we packed up the balloon, the wind picked up also, then the thermal system went up. So we had really quite strong winds when we finished packing up the balloon. So we were somehow lucky to really get the right spot for doing like a perfect landing. It was really soft landing there, 25.
500 meters on the drop line, over some trees, and then a perfect field.
Amazing. Yeah, as you get to lunchtime, that midday wind would have started in the heat, generating that. You just got the right timing, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you got the Gordon Bennett to Gruyere, and last year Switzerland, this year Switzerland, one more next year for the cup to keep it.
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see. The
of course we will be there.
And the colleagues from Swiss 1 or next year Swiss 2 certainly will also be there to take that challenge up. I mean, we as Switzerland as a nation, we certainly would look forward to keep the Coupe aeronautic.
Yeah. What's your overall impressions of this race? Obviously, winning gives you a very good feeling about it, but taking that to one side, the overall race, the organization, the location, are you happy with everything?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We had all we need, and absolutely fantastic.
I think the insecurity at the beginning of the year was still quite high to say, ooh, how will that develop with COVID and so on. So I think also for organization, is this quite challenging. But we just talked about now driving back. I mean, it was, the sand was really well delivered with salt, dry sand, especially there. I mean, that's really perfect organization. All the ATC work, as I said also yesterday, Michael did a fabulous job. They all knew that we are coming. They all already had the live tracking activated on the ATC, so they knew what we are doing. They asked us also some nice questions about Gordon Bennett, what's all about. So we really were very positive about how we were treated during the race, beginning of the race. So really a great thank you back to the organization. They did a fabulous job.
We had two teams. We had a bit of problem with the trackers, the yellow brick trackers running out of power. That's an unusual situation, eh?
Yeah. Maybe getting older, these things.
Aren't we all?
Probably needs to be decided.
Yeah, we all. Yeah.
Well, guys, honestly,
we had
amazing race. Say again.
Yeah, I mean, the positive thing was Kurt actually has a similar tracker as a backup tracker. So the quality of the tracking points is actually the same as from the competition tracker. So right. I think if there are some discussion about the validity or something like this, I think it's completely clear our tracker was the same quality as the competition tracker. And that made us also clear that we can move on and everything is okay.
They saw us landing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also positive, I think. That France too saw how we progressed there, and that's even. It's bitter or it's frustrating when you see. I mean, we had that in Spain, 2000. Sometimes we had the same situation. We had to land in the morning because of military activity in Spain, and we were sitting in the restaurant and saw how France just passed us, Vincent Lay passed us, and we said, okay, that's now place number 1 gone to France.
Yes.
And we had a similar experience in Spain. That's life, that's competition, that's Gordon Bennett.
Yeah, what a game. What a game. C'est la vie. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your journey. 200 kilometers to go, do you say? Another 200?
Another 800.
Oh, another 800.
Yeah, we are on kilometers.
Yeah. All right, we're just losing the signal a little bit, but gentlemen, once again, congratulations from everybody involved, and we'll see you back here for the awards.
Thank you very much. Have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.